Hi everyone, this is a pick a card reading for Who Will You Marry? So that is what we are going to be looking into. You've got this beautiful set of sort of like pinkish and purplish and golden colours coming through. It's quite a pretty setup, I just want to say. So you have 4 groups here. Whichever one you're most drawn to is going to be the reading for you. But before you go ahead and pick, I just wanted to very quickly mention that if you'd like to nominate me for the Soul Awards, the links will be in the description box below, and you can feel free to nominate me if you feel like I am worthy of a nomination for those like spiritual awards. And also my website as well, shopmoonlightguidance.com. If you like the items, you can also nominate the website, like a retail website. So if you felt you wanted to, feel free to do so, not forcing anyone to do so. But I just thought I would let you know, if you want to, you can. You can also win prizes and things like that. If you live internationally, I believe you can still enter. So that is something I wanted to mention. But also, if you'd like to win a free reading with me, check out the description box below, since I do a giveaway every single month. If you would like to purchase a private paid reading with me, there's all the information in the description box below for lots of options on payments and things like that. But also you can buy them on my website as well, shopmoonlightguidance.com. And of course, the last thing I wanted to mention is that my website does have intention manifesting items, which so many of you have seen results with. So there's so many items. They are all meditated with and sage. There's intention pouches, which you can put under your pillow, your wallet, or your purse. Everything's meditated with and sage. There's embroidered cards, which you can also put under your pillow, wallet, or your purse. They're completely hand embroidered by me. There's necklaces, there's tassels, pendulums, crystals, divination coins, charms, pendulums, so many different items, beaded bracelets, crystal necklaces, like just so many wonderful items. Do check out my website if you are interested, and there's also tarot cards and things like that on there as well. So yeah, do check it out if you're interested. Everything's linked down below, and yeah, that is what I wanted to mention. So let's begin, right? So we've got here group 1 with this beautiful swallow. This is the Groovy Weight deck. We've got the Earthbones Tarot with the beautiful key here as well. I've got this absolutely stunning rose gold edging on it. How pretty. Speaking of edging, you've got this deck here, which I believe is the Soul Tarot, and it's got this beautiful gold edging on it, but beautiful flowers on top. And then we have this Rider-Waite style deck. So that is what we have here, right? With the beautiful engraved shoe. And of course, this one has the timer on it. So whichever one you're most drawn to will be the reading for you. So let's begin. We'll start first of all with group 1. So I'm just going to move the other groups to the side, and then we begin. Okay. Cool. Push this back a little bit, making sure nothing falls off the edge of my table, because that just obviously wouldn't be very good, would it, if everything just fell over. Okay, move that across a little bit. All right, group number 1, who will you marry? So we're going to have a look, see who you're going to marry, and you've got this beautiful swallow right here. I'm going to put it right there. Actually, to be honest, you can't really see it. Anywhere I put it, you won't really be able to really see it. Let's put it there. Yeah, kind of works okay. Sort of looks like it's crashing into the house, but I mean, it's okay. Let's have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, of course, do an entire tarot spread, and then, oh my gosh, what is happening with this? Talk about messages. I feel like eventually you're going to get lots of messages and things. Let me just put this on the side. I left it in my drawer, and because it's in my drawer, when it vibrates, it's like really loud. Okay, so, well, at least I know where that is, but it's interesting. Some messages, right? I feel like this person can be quite communicative with you, so that's interesting. Okay, so we're going to do, like I was going to say, a full tarot, like a little tarot spread. We are going to get some star signs out. We're going to look at oracle messages as well, and we are also going to look at charms for letters, initials, things like that. Okay, so let's begin. Who will you marry? Group 1. Got the moon with the Three of Wands. This person's very patient. You know, you've got strong Pisces energy here with the moon. It's quite interesting. You know, the actual moon, you know, the real moon, is ruled by Cancer. And the moon card in tarot is ruled by Pisces, alright? So keep in mind it could be someone who's a Cancer, could be a Pisces. This person's very intuitive. They're very connected to their intuition. This person can also be quite spiritual, like they follow their own kind of spiritual path. I feel like this person's very balanced because you've got the water and the fire energy here, and that really goes to show that they're very balanced, they're very understanding, they're very caring, they're very considerate. This person's not someone who you would kind of be like, oh my god, does that make sense? You would be like, wow, okay, they think both sides, you know, they are caring and respectful, but at the same time, you know, they can be fun. They are intuitive and understanding, but not judgmental. You know what I mean? Like there's this sense of balance to them. They're not just a one-sided person. They are consistent as well, you know. So it's not like you constantly feel like you have to do everything. And again, they're very patient. This is the kind of person that would wait for you, not you having to wait for them. In the context of like, you know, running after them, like I don't see that happening here. Nice. Nine of Pentacles, very independent, financially very, very stable. This Nine of Pentacles is super, super strong. Very, very strong. This just goes to show that they know themselves, you know, to the best of their ability. They're very confident in their own abilities. They are very, very progressive, very independent. They're not afraid to be by themselves. I think that actually says a lot about them. I know I said I was going to do a full tarot spread, but I'm literally getting 4 cards out. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but yeah, that is our spread. Again, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but we've got lots of other cards to look into. Alright, so let's just move this to the side. Let me just grab the cards. Okay, so we're going to look into the signs. Okay, so we've got a little bit about their sort of personality and how they are and things like that. Now, let's have a look here as well. First, let's look into how they would sort of feel about you, how things would be. Oh my gosh, got quite a few here, but I'm going to take them. So it says here, I have fallen deeply in love with you. So they will fall deeply, deeply in love with you and really like you for who you are. You won't have to pretend to be like a specific version of yourself. You can just be yourself and they will really like that. You will always have a very special place in my heart. So this person is going to be someone that really, truly adores you, loves you, and you know, you're really locked into their soul. I see the rest of my life with you. Obviously, makes a lot of sense because this is the person you're going to marry. The good news here is that they see the rest of their life as the best of their life with you. And we also have here is my happiness is to be near you. So they will have so much love towards you and they're very, very balanced, very caring, very giving. It's wonderful energy to pick up on here. I think that that's just so beautiful. Okay, let's have a look at some signs. Now, I did mention... there you go. I was literally just going to say I did mention Pisces. You know, I did also mention Cancer. But the main one, because, you know, the moon card is ruled by Pisces. That's the first one I picked up on. Why am I not surprised? And look, you've got the moon, right? You've literally got the moon card. And look what this says, Pisces moon sign. Hopefully some of you can get an idea as to how I read now. And sometimes when I say things, they literally get reiterated by the cards later on. So this makes a lot of sense. Okay, so they can be a Pisces moon. Keep that in mind, okay? It doesn't mean that they just might be a Pisces. I mean, look, some of them may be a Pisces sun sign. So for those of you that sort of like, oh no, what does sun sign mean, moon sign mean? Essentially, when you are born, so your date of birth, your time of birth, your place of birth, it generates like a birth chart, right? And so it depends on where the sun was when you were born, the moon where it was when you were born, where the planets were where you were born, and you know it just generates like where everything was. So this basically shows, and the main sign, you know, the main sign that everyone stereotypically goes off of is your sun sign, which is the star sign. You know, when people say what's your star sign, they mean sun sign. But then there's also a placement of the moon, so that's something you'd have to look into in regards to the birth chart. And for those of you that already know what I'm talking about and you're like, yeah, moonlight, I get what the moon sign is, I know what that is, well then, you know, could be a Pisces moon sign, all right? But they also may be a Pisces sun sign. keep that in mind. And it says here, dreamy and sensitive. So they seem to have the best of both worlds. They seem to be caring, respectful, loving, but they are also very independent. They seem to be dreamy and sensitive. Like I said, they may have on board and taken on board a spiritual path, but they may also be very adventurous and fun. You know, they really have both sides to them. That this is not just someone who's just one way and that's it, you know, like my way or the highway. Very progressive, lovely energy. Really, really lovely. Good to see. Well, I feel really good about this reading already because, I mean, you know, I mentioned that Pisces energy straight away and look what we had with the sign. I mean, and the fact that it was the moon card too. I mean, and you've got literally moon sign on here. I mean, I have to say, look, there's you know, there's quite a few cards in this deck. Oh, I just love it. I love it when that happens because then you get to see, right? Me as a reader. Okay, so let's go to charms and letters. So the letters can be initials and then the charms can be, of course, they can signify different things in regards to who you're going to marry. Okay. Also, this one fell out. Okay, we've got a P. P, D, R. You can also spell words as well, but also many initials too. P, D, R, B, C, U, rub, rub. I see rub. We have another P, we have an M, and we have an F. Okay. And then for the, so some of you will automatically connect. By the way, you've got cup as well. Now it's interesting actually because in tarot, the water energies are known to be signified by cups, right? So cup. It's very interesting. I think that they will have a full cup, in my opinion, and when they come towards you. So let's go to the charms. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, we have a key. Look at that. How pretty is that? Commitment. We have here the marker. So I feel like this person will just know that you're the one when they see you, meet you. They're just going to know. We have a K as well. We have a moustache. We have a moustache. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, you know, the moustache can represent many things. First of all, it can literally represent, I feel like this came off of one of the emojis. So I'm just going to keep it on the side actually, and then I'll do some repair work afterwards. Repair my charms. But basically, this is like a little kissy face, and then you've got the K as well. You have got the moustache, which actually makes a lot of sense here too, right? So I really feel like, you know, they can be very funny, or they may have a moustache, but also they can just be very funny in spirit, right? Because not everybody does have a moustache. It may not resonate with everyone. We also have the bells here as well. So this is someone who really just brings on board celebration and fun. And remember right before when I started this reading, I got like some random like messages on my phone, which doesn't happen that often. And so this shows notifications as well. So there's someone that's very communicative with you. They don't just leave you out in the dark, make you wonder like, oh, what's going on and what's not. Like they're very, very progressive, they're very communicative, and they're very forward thinking, which I think is great. You've got this whale here as well. And this kind of reminds me of the fish energy, which we know is very, very significant to Pisces, right? So that Pisces energy just keeps following us everywhere. And I know this is a whale, but still kind of reminds me of that sort of go with the flow mentality. You know, they're very sort of flowing. They like to kind of do things as and when and how they feel things. And you've also got this beautiful like quartz, rose quartz crystal, which goes to show love and attention and progression towards you, and really just caring a lot towards you as well. So I just think that that's so, so beautiful. It's a beautiful energy that comes through. So wow, look at that. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, right? This is who I feel you are going to be marrying. So yeah, I mean, definitely let me know in the comment section below, you know, how this resonates. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, reading giveaway, and of course the intention items which are on Etsy. Not Etsy, sorry, we have moved from Etsy to my website, which are on my website. All the links are down below, shopmoonlightguidance.com. You can buy charms and letters and cards and all sorts of intention manifesting items for different areas of your life, including to manifest marriage as well and commitment. So that is what we have there, and take care everyone. Take care, and let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know if you feel comfortable enough commenting. So cool. Okay. So now we're going to go to the next group. Get those there. I wonder where this moustache actually came from. I got quite a few of these ones here just hanging out. Ah, must be this one, right? Yeah, looks like it's this one. Okay. Da, 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 da. Ooh, I should have put my letters in here. That would have been cool. Sorry, I'm just having like a moment here where I'm like, wow, I should have just done that to begin with, except for the fact that it doesn't even open. Oh my gosh, what happened here? Uh-huh. Oh, that's really cute. I should have used this wooden box for it. Maybe next time. To put the letters in. Okay, so I'm going to take these away. Group number 2, this is your reading with me for Who Will You Marry? We have this beautiful deck, which is the Earthbones Tarot deck, and then you've also got this stunning key. Actually, just let me remove this little swallow to the side. Let's put your key here. Actually, it goes really nicely, doesn't it? Because it kind of goes with a sort of home theme. Okay, so let's have a look and see. I'm going to do I know this doesn't sound like a lot, but a 4-card spread, because we still have so many other things to look into, like the star signs. We're going to be looking into like how they feel about you with some oracle cards, and then we're also going to look into charms as well. So, you know, I know that there's only 4 like tarot cards that will probably come out, but it's going to give us lots of info. So let's begin and have a look. Ace of Crystals. Wow. Okay, what a way to start. I'll explain what everything means as well. Okay, actually we got 5 cards. So we have a bonus, which is really lovely. Okay, so we have here, we have the Ace of Crystals, the 8 of Crystals, the 10 of Crystals, we have Justice with Temperance. Okay, so what I see here is very, very interesting. Now, this is like who you're going to marry, right? So I think that's really important to keep in mind the person that you're going to be marrying, because this really is more about them in many ways, but also how they'll make you feel, we will see in a minute as well. Ace of Crystals goes to show that this is a very, very communicative person. This is someone who is very straightforward, very honest, very truthful, has a lot of willpower, is very expressive, and they're very truthful and loyal. So it really goes to show here that you won't ever have to guess where you stand with this person. Now, one of the things that I do pick up is that they've been through a very, very difficult scenario and situation in the past. They have gone through some very difficult moments, and this has made them to be very, very resilient, very strong, very understanding, very progressive, and they just know what they want and they know what they don't want, because essentially you've also got here the 8 of Crystals and the 10 of Crystals, right? So the 10 of Crystals here shows that something in their past really made them feel very trapped and just very, very upset, frustrated, and essentially this is them breaking out of that, because the 10 of Crystals leads back to the Ace of Crystals, right? So this is about them overcoming their past and really coming towards you with this fresh, clean slate where they are so ready for something super strong, progressive, and balanced. Okay, so I don't see this as toxic, just FYI. This is a lesson that they've learned, which has just made them so much stronger. And then you also have here Temperance with Justice. So they're a very patient person. That's one of the biggest things I see here, is that they are super patient with you. They're very, very respectful, very understanding. And Justice also goes to show as well that they're very balanced. They will always try and see things from both sides. This is not a person that's going to force you to do things that you don't want to do. They'll just be very supportive and patient, and ultimately, I think that that's because of the things that they have learnt from their past, and also they would not treat you in a really horrible way, because essentially they know what it's like to be treated in that way. It's kind of sad, but it's like their past has just taught them to be so much more. Does that make sense? Like they know how to be so much more progressive and so much stronger and just really the best version of themselves. I mean, justice is very, very powerful because justice really does represent such a strong energy of things sort of like coming together and being happy, and in a way as well, justice is about resolving things. This person is so good at communication. Now, communication is very important in life, right? Between animals, between humans, between, for example, the relationship between a student and a teacher, or the relationship between a pet and its owner, or between family members. Communication is so vital. It's what makes the world what it is, right? Without it, there would just be chaos. I mean, you guys wouldn't even understand what I'm saying right now if communication didn't exist. Like, it's, one of those things. But it also helps to resolve things. It also helps to generate ideas and decisions and actions. So I think that one thing to keep in mind is that this person is just very thoughtful and very... I see this elephant and it makes a lot of sense. You know how they say like elephants never forget? I don't feel this person forgets things, but they learn from things and they grow from things and they become so much stronger. So Temperance is beautiful, okay? So if you are looking at signs, we have a very, very strong Libra energy, to the point where it's unreal how strong the Libra energy is. And the other energy we have is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius and Libra are two of the biggest signs that we are seeing here. I mean, the Libra is more dominant because you've got a lot of air here, right, with the crystal energies. These are like the swords in tarot, and so that's what we see there. But this person is a good person. Sure, they've been through some not so nice things in their past, but boy oh boy, are they strong. They are strong. Like, they can get through any kind of obstacle and challenge, support you through any kind of challenges. They are not easy, like, they don't easily run away from things. That's what I want to say to you because of what they've been through in their past. So let's see how... I want to get into the signs as well. I'll do that in a minute, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull some cards in regards to how they would be towards you and how they feel towards you, because obviously this is the person you're going to marry, so we have to have a look. Yeah, let's go for 3. Okay, so it says, you are my everything. Wow, you are their everything. And then we have here, I'm sorry for everything. Now, some of you, okay, with those crystals, you may have had a difficult past with this person, because that's something that's also coming through. For many of you, this is kind of like one of those readings where it kind of shows 2 different sides. For some of you, this is someone who's been through a very difficult past, and then they come towards you as a much more progressive person, and they are really ready to take things further forward. And for some of you, you may have been through some difficult moments with this person itself, but then they are much more progressive towards you. Do you know what I mean? So for some of you, might have been through like some challenges and obstacles with this person, but actually then they become stronger. So that's something to keep in mind. But also, if this person comes towards you and you've obviously never met this person before, because it's showing this 2-sided energy where it's different. This is a general reading, so essentially it can show like 2 variations. If you haven't had a difficult past with someone, just keep in mind that this person has very much so gone through their own obstacles and challenges and then comes towards you with a fresh, clean slate. But even if you have had obstacles and challenges with this person, they still come towards you with a fresh, clean slate. But they can also apologize for everything. Now, the thing here is that this person is really kind and very caring to that extent. And what I do see here is that, especially if you've never met this person and they come towards you, they can still be very sorry. They might say the word sorry a lot, and they might just apologize for very little things, again, because of the things that they've been through in the past. So, you are their everything, but they also might just be sorry for like little things here and there. Still, they're a strong person, but it's one of those things. I would wait for you forever. So it just goes to show here that they would wait for you. They're very patient. Remember, I did mention that they are very, very patient. They're very balanced, and they still have that vulnerability, and I think that that is actually what makes them kind of more like themselves in many ways, is because they still carry forward that vulnerability in certain ways, which, I think is actually very, very beautiful and super, super strong. I don't see this as like let's say a bad person or really anything like that. I think that they're actually a really wonderful person. I think that they're very kind. I think that they're very caring. And I think actually in many ways they're very, very progressive and loving. You really would be everything to them, and they would also just really want to treat you with a lot of respect and kindness and care, and just, you know, a lot of that sort of energy of like, you know, you are my person, and I want to respect you, and I want to do the most I can and take on board those lessons from the past and essentially grow, learn and progress a lot more towards you. And that's really one of the biggest things that I definitely do pick up on here, which is what I am seeing. So I think in many ways it really does go to show a very powerful energy of progression and peace, and, you know, yeah. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to have a look at the signs, okay, and see what signs we've got coming through here. So I already mentioned Sagittarius and Libra, right? So fire and air. So we take a look and see what comes through right here. Whoa, oh gosh, got quite a few here. Let's take a look though. So you've got, I did mention Sagittarius, didn't we? So Sagittarius moon sign, so they could be a Sagittarius moon, and it says here feeling. So it says optimistic and adventurous. So they would be very optimistic and adventurous, yet still very patient as well at the same time. So we've got Sagittarius. We got fire. Oh wow, look at this. You've got fire element, so it says act with gratitude, passionate and daring. They do speak up what I see. Oh look, we've also got air. Didn't I not just, yeah, I mentioned fire and air. Wow. It's literally what I mentioned here. What else do we have? Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, wow. Sagittarius is really quite it's very strong, isn't it, this Sagittarius energy? You've got like literally 4 fire energies here and 1 air. And here we've got 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 and 4 for the air. Wow, it's actually very balanced now that you think about the sort of fire and the air elements with these cards. Okay, so air element, think with gratitude, intellect and imaginative. So they seem to be very balanced, right? On one side they're like passionate and daring, on the other side they're very intellectual and they're very imaginative, and they're also very communicative as well, because remember the air energies are also linked to Gemini, and Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, right? So again, you've got that really strong energy. And then of course you have got Mars as well, right? Mars is about the pursuit. Mars is linked to Aries. Aries is fire sign, right? So I think that that's quite significant. Now it can still showcase, you know, other air sign energies like Aquarius and of course Gemini. The fire energies can still also showcase Leo and of course Aries, so keep that in mind. But the main ones I'm seeing here are Libra and Sagittarius. You're going to get so fed up of me saying Libra, Sagittarius. But anyways, we've got here Sagittarius Venus sign. So they could be a Sagittarius Venus sign. They could also be a Sagittarius moon sign. And it says here, in love with, in love, they are optimistic, free and jealous. So they can be jealous at times, but I also feel here as well that they're actually quite progressive in terms of how they feel and the things they do. And then we got here Sagittarius Mars sign. Did I just mention Mars? I did, right? Because I connected it to sort of Aries, because Aries is ruled by Mars. So actually that's very interesting, isn't it? That's the energy of like action, isn't it? Mars. So it says here, take action optimistically and adventurously. They're very adventurous. Actually, do you know what? It's quite significant that you've got that adventurous energy here, because you've got the world map as well. So it could be that they love to travel. They may be at a distance from you, but they love to travel and they love adventure. So they'd love to go traveling with you. Cool. They could be from a different part of the world, but that's something that really does vary from person to person. You know, it's one of those things. Okay, let's go to charms and letters. So the letters can spell out initials. It can also, what else can it do? Spell out words. So let's have a look. Oh, okay, we haven't got so many, but it's totally fine. We've got has. That's the first thing I'm seeing here. We've got a L. We've got a lot of red and green. Had and has. Double L and Y. Okay, that's what we've got there. Let's go to charms. Wow, we've got so many. So we've got an M, which, you know, mad. Mad is another one that we do have. Mad, had, has. Lad, L-A-D. Lady. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, and also sad. Well, I feel like they were sad in the past, for sure. Lady. Speaking of lady, actually, look at this charm. Like proper dress, isn't it? Keep that in mind. Ladylike. We've also got wine as well, right? So they might really be into like sort of food and drink, like, you know, really taking care of themselves in that sense and loving those aspects. Very brave. That's something that I see here as well, right? They are very, very brave. They want commitment. See that with the key. What's really interesting here is that you have a dog bone. Okay, so it could be that maybe they have a dog or a cat. They could really love animals. That's one thing to keep in mind, okay? They may really love animals, but they also have their own sort of personality. The dog bone could also mean loyalty, especially if you're someone that just doesn't want someone who has a dog, etc. The reason I say that is not because like people are mean and horrible, but some people do have allergies and things like that. I talk about that because I myself probably would never have a dog or a cat because I'm actually allergic. So I have a parrot instead. But also when I was young, we used to have dogs. So then there was that, but I wasn't allergic to them at that time. But I just say that, you know, because I know that not everybody wants a pet, but also not everybody can, even if they want to, because they might be allergic, things like that. But this can also represent personality, like they would really like your personality, you know, because cats have a very distinct personality, and dogs are known to be very, very loyal. So keep that in mind. You've also got here this lizard. Now, you know what I really want to show you? I want to show you what I'm talking about because it makes a lot of sense. So hold on a second. I'm thinking of fire, okay? Hold your horses. 1 second. I'm going to have to show you with my tarot cards because there's no other way I can really show you, but I think some of you might get what I'm really talking about, especially if I show you in this particular way. Okay, here's one. 1 second. Some of you might be a little mind blown. Obviously we were using a bit of a different deck as well for this reading, but I have to show you what I'm seeing in my mind because it will really solidify. Wow, trust this card to be right at the end. Okay, so what I am seeing is, remember we kept seeing fire, so this is a King and the Queen of Wands, right? They're both fire energies. Do you see what's at the bottom of both of those cards? First of all, you have a cat. Okay, so we have the cat charm. There's the cat in the Queen of Wands card. Second of all, you've got a lizard in the King of Wands card, and we literally have the lizard charm as well. The chances of that happening are just, look at that, look at that. That is insane, right? Right there. There you go, fire, right? King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Boom. Right, so that's really what I'm seeing here as well. It connects so strongly to the fire energies. And also, actually, let me not put these cards away because you've got this little flower here. Flower literally reminds me of look at what the Queen of Wands is holding. She's holding a flower like this. I'm telling you, just can't make any of this up, can you? So that's quite significant right there. Speaking of parrots, I did mention parrot, didn't I? Because I said I have a parrot. But look, you've got a parrot here. They love the way that you talk. Now, the thing is that I see the two of you kind of mimicking each other in a way. You know, when you're around someone for so long that you kind of pick up on their words or the ways that they say certain things. I feel like you would pick up on what they're saying and they would pick up on what you're saying. You'd like finish each other's sentences. We have another key, which signifies commitment. We have a ring, which signifies commitment. You have this peg, which represents blue, which is a throat chakra energy. So again, lots of communication, loyalty between the two of you. We have this little, well, it's not very little, is it? But it's a cacti in a teapot, which also signifies just a really beautiful energy of personality. This cat literally looks like the one in the card. We've got another cat. Look at that. I'm telling you, there's something really strong about the King and the Queen of Wands here. I'm telling you. They're like a match made in heaven, right? That's the kind of vibe I'm seeing here. Also, behind the King of Wands, you've got these lizards as well. Or is that a lion? That actually looks like a lion. Well, the lizard's down there. So you've also got the sun as well, right? Again, this is strong fire energy. Ta-da. And you've got this little gingerbread man. Again, something to do with like food. They love food. And you've got the ring as well, which represents commitment. So, wow. What a reading. Wow. So much fire energy. And also air as well. So this is what we have for you. Group number 2. Wow. Okay, so this is your reading. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on my website. Do check those out. Charms as well, if anyone's interested. Charms, letters, tarot cards, intention items, they're all on my website. You can check them out. Even private paid readings, you can basically shop them on my website. So do check that out and take care, everyone. Alright, so let's go to group 3. I'm just going to move these to the side. Okay. Okay, let me just do that for a second. There we go. So trying to grab this. There we go. There's like one card that's like, no, I don't want to come, and it's like, come on now, you gotta get dressed and turn up. There we go. All right. Brilliant. Alright, so group number 3. Let's have a look and see who will you marry. Alright, let's see. So we have got this timer, which I'm just going to put that there, right there. And we're going to do a spread. Well, it's going to be a very small spread, but actually it's going to give us lots and lots of info, and we're going to look into signs with these specific astrological oracle cards that I have. We're going to look into their feelings towards you, charms, letters, everything. So let's get started. This is the Soul Tarot cards, I just want to mention as well. Let's begin. Okay, so 4 cards. Let's have a look and see. Alright, let's have a look and see what we have. Alright, so we've got the 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords, King of Swords, 6 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. First of all, I just want to say, I know that you might see that 5 of Cups here as a card that's like, oh my goodness, no. You know what this really goes to show? That the person you're going to marry is someone who can really relieve any stress, tension, or doubt that you have within yourself. Any sadness, frustration, any upsetting feelings that you have, they will very much so want to take you to an emotionally better place. They'll want to help you to soothe those energies. There'll be a shoulder to cry on. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here, because the Knight of Cups with the 6 of Cups and the King of Swords shows someone who's extremely supportive. So I think that that's really the biggest message that I, saw there with the 5 of Cups is like, I don't see this person making you upset, but this person helps you to soothe those upsetting, frustrating, sad energies. They help you so much. Isn't that such a beautiful thing, Group 3? Isn't that so nice to have that kind of support in your life? It's amazing. Then you've got the 6 of Swords. Now the 6 of Swords is super significant because again, the 6 of Swords is about emotionally taking yourself to a better place. It's about calming and soothing really heavy emotions, burdens, challenges, traumas from the past, and being able to get yourself to a much better place. I don't know why my screen is so dark today. It's like I could wave at it as much as I want to and it's just not going to lighten up. Kind of lightened up a little bit. So that's really what I do see right here. And there's a very strong energy, especially with the 6 of Swords, of this energy of duality and balance and them really wanting to help you, which is something so powerful that we see here. Now, the King of Swords is very, very important because the King of Swords literally represents an energy of effective communication, expression, setting boundaries. They're very truthful, they respect your boundaries, they have a lot of willpower, they're very strong with what they want to do, and ultimately, they are just very, what's the word? Like, they're very good at dealing with change from what I see here. And the Six of Cups is very romantic, like they'd be very romantic towards you. And the Knight of Cups here shows emotionally very available, receptive. They want to understand your emotions. They want to be progressive towards you. Also, you have the Five of Cups to the Six of Cups. So again, they want to help you achieve that sort of balance within yourself and happiness within yourself. They cannot see you upset. It's just something that makes them upset. And they just don't want to see you upset. So they'll always try and help you to not be as upset. It's one of those things where this person is so supportive. I mean, sixes in tarot are pretty significant because it shows movement, direction, support. Wow. Okay, so let's have a look at signs. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just gonna not take so many because that was a lot of cards that came out. Let's see. Alright, let's go with those. They seem to be very responsible, very understanding with the King of Swords. Really great communicator. Okay, so we have got here mutable modalities. Okay, so this person has a mutable sign. So there are certain signs in the zodiac that are fixed signs. There are certain that are more flexible signs, and there are some that are mutable. Well, that is flexible basically. So, for example, Taurus is a fixed sign, whereas Virgo is a flexible sign, right? It's a mutable sign. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. That's really what the thing that I'm seeing here is. Now, what I'm seeing here is that this person has a mutable sign. So their sun sign is mutable, which means that they are very flexible. Okay, so that this person can be a Pisces sun, a Sagittarius sun, a Gemini sun, or a Virgo sun sign. All right, so keep that in mind. So this means that sometimes they can be a little bit wishy-washy, but they're very, very adaptable. Now, wishy-washy can also mean sometimes they can be a little bit indecisive. You know, if you're asking them, hey, what do you want to eat? They might be like, I don't know. Things like that, okay? For the most part, this person is very upfront. They know what they want. King of Swords, they're very decisive. They know how to handle certain situations and challenges. But sometimes they might just be like, I don't know what to eat, you know. Right? So keep that in mind. But wishy-washy not in the sense of not knowing where they want the connection to go. Wishy-washy in the sense of like, you know, I don't know what maybe we should do today. But then sometimes they're like very decisive. They know exactly what they want to do, how they want to do it, and then they get it done. Now, in terms of their Venus sign, we see two options. They may be a Venus sign Capricorn or a Venus sign Taurus. Remember that I'm reading for a lot of people. This is a general reading. Private readings really do resonate individually to your energies, so do keep that in mind. But with a general reading, it can showcase, you know, a few different sort of options, and we have two options here. Okay, so for some of you it's going to be a Capricorn Venus sign, so their Venus may be in a Capricorn or their Venus might be in Taurus. Now the thing here is that with the Capricorn Venus, it says here in love that they are very protective, mature and responsible, and then the Taurus one shows here that they are very stable, they are very grounded and very straightforward. Now the thing with energies is that whether this person is a Capricorn Venus sign or a Taurus Venus sign, they have all of these qualities, all right? So keep in mind, doesn't matter really whether they're a Capricorn Venus or a Taurus Venus, but they are very, very stable and they're very protective. They're very, protective in the sense that they're like, you know what, you can cry on my shoulder if you need to. I will be there to protect you. They're very mature. They're very, very responsible. We see that with the King of Swords, right? Mature in the sense that they want to help you feel better as well. They're very stable. Okay, we definitely see that. They're very grounded, which we again see very much so, as well as with the Knight of Cups, and they're very straightforward. King of Swords energy again. All right, so keep that in mind. So yeah, their sun sign could be Pisces, Sagittarius, Gemini, or Virgo, and then their Venus sign could be either of these, but they still have all of these qualities that we just spoke about. Okay, let's have a look and see how they would feel about you. Okay. care about you deeply. We know that. We definitely know that with the Knight of Cups and the King of Swords and the 5 to the 6 of Cups, right? They care so much about you that they really just can't see you being hurt or feeling pain and feeling upset in that sense. I miss everything about you. Okay, so they would really miss you in the times where you're not together and you're apart. They would really, really miss you. 5 of Cups and 6 of Cups, they just wouldn't be able to wait the next time they're able to see you and be around you, which I think is obviously super significant. Then we have here, I will never love someone the way I love you. Wow, really, that's amazing. Just goes to show how much they really do care. And then also, I dream of you every night. So really, the person you're going to be marrying is someone who will just not want to be apart from you, but at the same time, they'll dream about you, they will think about you, they will be very overwhelmed and constantly be wondering and pondering and thinking and contemplating, like, what can I do next, and how can I progress things next, and which direction can I go in, and how can I do this, and how can I do that? You know, there's just a lot of that I do pick up on, which I think is so significant and strong. So that is what we have there. How beautiful, you know? I dream of you every night. I will never love someone the way I love you. That's pretty significant, and that's the kind of person I just want to say that you should be marrying. You know, they're not possessive. All right, I want to say that they're not possessive. They're just very they're not even protective to the point where you feel like you're going to get suffocated. They are to the extent that you would be like, wow, thank you for doing this, you know, for me. Thank you for being that shoulder that I need. Don't get me wrong, they'll give you space when you need it, but I'm not going to be like suffocating you. It's just this nice protective energy. Okay, so we have the letters. Okay, so the letters can spell out initials, and it can also spell out words. So have a look. So we see sad, okay. Thing is, they don't want you to be sad, but anytime you are sad, they will want to help you. So we also have was as well, was sad. So they will want to make your sad into the past tense, because very much so they will not want to see you that way. So we have a V, D, U, Y. We also have an E. See? Yes. We also have X as well. Maybe for some of you this person could be an X, because remember what we have here as well. I miss everything about you, but, okay, but, there is a big but. If you do not like your ex, it is not your ex that you will be marrying. There'll be someone else that comes through, okay? I just want to say that you're not going to be, not all of you are going to be marrying your exes. Just want to say that, all right? Ex also comes through because this can be someone you met in your past life, which would be your ex life, right? You know what I mean? So please don't get stressed out when I say that you're going to be marrying your ex. I know so many of you will be like, hell no. If you don't like your ex, it's not going to be your ex, because you're going to be so happy to be around this person. This person is going to help you in so many more ways. It's not going to be your ex, okay? But for some of you, it can be your ex, but just try not to panic too much, okay? Especially if you don't like your ex. You're like, oh my God. Okay? Let's calm the energies. Oh, we actually got one of the flowers as well, because my charm box did have some of these flowers in it as well. That's beautiful, because in many ways there's a pink, like a pink rose energy, so you might get that. Oh, we have like a KitchenAid, or a mixer. It's not really the brand, so maybe I shouldn't mention the brand, but it's alright. Baking, cooking, maybe they like that. Sweet treats, maybe. We have an A, another A, and we also have an E as well. Another E. There we go. We also have a bell as well, okay? So this really does go to show wedding bells can be notifications, because you know they display the bell sign on social media, some social media sites and apps as the bell, so that can make a lot of sense. I think this is really pretty. Really nice, right, to see this, because it really does go to show here that they just want to spend time with you. They can be really someone who would rather stay home and like bake things with you and watch movies with you, or do fun things with you, and maybe even gardening. I don't know why, I just felt like saying gardening, so can really represent something. And of course the bell here shows happiness, fulfillment, joy. Really pretty energies. So that is your reading, group number 3. If this resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course intention items, which are on my website. And definitely do check out the the private paid readings, free reading giveaway, charms, letters, tarot cards, intention items, all on my website if you're interested. And take care, everyone. Yeah. All right, so I hope to see you soon if you choose to come back. Let's put these in here, and then we'll go to the last group reading. Put these in here. All right, last but not least, we have the shoe. That was the bottom card. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, that's a messy deck. Hold on a second. All right. Okay, group number 4. This is your reading with me. Who will you marry? So let's have a look. Let's put the shoe right here next to the house. You know, we leave the shoe outside the house. Okay, so let's have a look and see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, I know this doesn't sound like a lot, but that's because we've got so much to look into as well. We're going to be grabbing 4 of the oracle cards, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but it's going to give us lots of info. We are going to be looking into the star sign oracle cards. We're going to be looking into message cards. We're going to be looking into charms and letters. So we've got lots to look into. Let's begin. So this is the Rider-Waite. This is one of the Rider-Waite styles. I actually found this on Etsy if anyone is interested in knowing where it's from. Okay, 4 cards. Let's have a look. Group 4, who will you marry? Okay, 10 of Swords. This is someone from your past life, which I'm picking up on, okay? So 10 of Swords shows that this is a past life energy. When, I mean, kind of, if you look at this person, right, they're a little bit sort of, let's just say, it's not nice to say, but a little bit dead, right? So this is past life energy that I'm straight away picking up on. So some of you might be sort of wondering, like, you know, how? But yeah, people can very much so meet in their next lifetimes, and I feel like in this lifetime you're going to be marrying someone from your past life that you had met. Okay, so that's the 10 of Swords, but the Ace of Wands came out first. This is someone you are very intimately attracted to and really is intimately attracted to you as well, physically, but also emotionally, okay? Emotional intimacy is very, very important too. So it just goes to show that you have this deep understanding towards one another, you just get one another, you appreciate one another, and you feel really confident and comfortable around one another as well. 4 of Pentacles indicates stability and security, also financially as well. The Ace of Pentacles here is about full-blown commitment, happiness, fulfillment, joy, and the Ace of Pentacles definitely goes to show as well that this person is very grounded, very humble, very strong, but also beautiful, stable home life, which again is just wonderful. Like we love seeing that. We love knowing about that, and also witnessing it, right? That's really very lovely and very, very beautiful. So it just goes to show that it seems like things seem to come together in a very progressive way. So that's wonderful to see. I have to say that's just so, so nice. So yeah, so this is someone from your past life. So the 10s obviously lead back to the aces, and we've got those 2 aces, which showcases in this life you'll very much so marry someone from that you met in your past life, and someone who's just really progressive, very attractive, someone who's also very grounded and stable, and you know, emotionally as well, really matches you and how you see things and your values and your goals and your dreams. So I think that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Let's look into how they will feel about you, and then we'll look into the star signs. Should we take this one? Let's. Okay, and then we'll look into the signs. So we've got here, I would wait for you forever. Wow, now that's definitely someone you want to marry, right? We have here, each day is brighter with you in my life. Amazing. And you've got, you are my everything. Wow. So it just goes to show as well that really two of you being in each other's lives just makes, you know, things just so much brighter, happier, more fulfilling, more progressive, just really beautiful. And there's just a sense of happiness and joy that just follows through, which I think is just so, so wonderful in so many ways. It's just so beautiful, isn't it? So yeah, it just goes to show that this person would definitely be by your side. Like, they just wouldn't leave you or disappear or anything like that, which I think is just wonderful. Wow, you are the sunshine in their life, and you would be. Okay, so that's who you're going to marry. Now let's look at the signs. I just knocked over the flowers, but that's cool. That's okay. Bit of Aries and Taurus doesn't hurt anyone. Okay, so we've got Libra sun sign, learn to enjoy solitude. So there can be a Libra sun sign. That's interesting. I mean, you know, that past life energy with the air as well could also indicate that in the past life they were a Libra sun sign. I mean, I don't really want to confuse any of you because that can end up being quite confusing, but it can be that in this lifetime they may also have a lot of those sort of qualities, but sort of incarnated into a different version. The enjoy solitude really goes to show that they like to have that sort of home life as well. Now, the other thing that we do have here is we've got, so yes, it can be a Libra sun sign. Just keep in mind, though, that can also represent part of their past life. Okay, I don't really want to confuse anyone, but the signs that we have represent all of the tarot cards we have, which is quite mind-blowing, okay? So the Libra sun sign goes very heavily with this card here. Okay, the Aries Mars sign, which we have here, which says take action. This is impulsivity and quickly. So that goes with the Ace of Wands, right? Because that's fire energy. This is air energy. And then we've got here the earth energy. Look at that. All of the cards represent the signs we have. So Mars is ruled by Aries, right? And in our birth chart, we have lots of different signs. And ultimately, it goes to show the placements of where the sun was when you were born, the moon was when you were born, then of course you have your ascendant and things like that. So it's very possible that this person may have an Aries Mars sign, and it says take action. Okay, they can be very impulsive, but they're still very much so love to be at home and things like that. We have this Taurus moon sign, so they may have Taurus in their moon, so keep that in mind. And it says here feeling grounded, which is exactly what I'd mentioned, right? Grounded and sensual. So we did also mention as well with the Ace of Wands, there's that intimacy that's really coming through here. So those are the main signs we're seeing which connect exactly to the tarot cards. That's pretty impressive, I have to say. There you go, right? So those are the signs we are seeing. You know, for some of you, it could be that even if this one doesn't quite make sense, it's, you know, you may realize that, oh my God, this person has a, you know, Taurus moon sign, or oh my God, the person has, you know, an Aries Mars sign. Like, you know, those things can also make sense as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, so the letters here can represent initials. It can also spell out words. So let's have a look. We have a C and a Q and a B and an I and a H and an M and a W, X, E, U, C, and a D. Okay, so I know we have X here, but remember, this is also someone you met in a past life. So X can also mean past life energies. This is an X person, but not from this lifetime, past life, right? I mean, for some of you, this may be someone that, you know, you're sort of wondering about right now, like, oh, this person's my ex, like, am I going to be with this person? I just feel like they're going to match the characteristics of what I talked about, so keep that in mind, okay? But this is definitely a person from your past life. Okay, so for the charms, we have here, oh, so many. We've got like Christmas trees. There's a very festive energy coming through when you've got Christmas trees here. Oh, and also you've got the saw as well. This is interesting. Is there a tradition where maybe you are growing your own Christmas trees or cutting down trees? I mean, maybe that's not the best thing to do these days with where the planet is. But anywho, you know, it's interesting. You've got a saw there as well. Okay, well, maybe there's something festive. I don't know. We have a saw with 2 Christmas trees. Okay, so, well, actually, they're just trees, right? They're just trees. We have here the leaf as well, which is interesting, kind of goes with this sort of foresty theme there. We also have these 2 angel wings. Oh my gosh, they're literally exactly 2. This goes to show that, sorry, you are protected. You are protected, and there's something really beautiful and protected about this connection. Again, this could also represent the past life. Maybe they were someone who cut down, or you know, what do they call them? A timber. They did timber. What do you call them? You know, people back in the day, really back in the day, they would have to like cut down, they cut wood and things like that. Maybe that's something they did or still do. By the way, we also got these angel wings, which really does represent, again, past life energies as well. Got the butterfly, which is about transformation. Okay, so they really have gone through a transformation. Got wine here, so you know, may really enjoy, you know, so just relaxing and unwinding. Got a crown, which really goes to show that you would be their everything. They would crown you, very much so. And then we've also got love as well, so they would really love you and adore you. So that is what we have. That is literally what we have here. So group number 4, that's what we've got. This is who you will marry. So if this, of course, resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out the description box below for information on private paid readings, free reading giveaway, and of course, intention items, which are on my website. Charms, letters, they're also available on my website as well. So you can definitely check those out. And yeah, tarot cards, everything is on there, even the charms, like I mentioned. So yeah, take care everyone. Definitely do stay safe, and I hope you're doing all well, and I hope to see you soon if you choose to come back for another reading. Bye!